Stasa23 here. Today's Night Therapy. I have 20 knives that you should add to your Christmas list. They're all under $100 and they're all awesome. Let's get started. First up, we have the Viseed Raccoon. I just reviewed this one and I absolutely love it. 14C 28M blade steel, button lock, super smooth action, super slicey blade, comfortable in hand. You can choke up on it. Deep carry pocket clip that is tip up left or right handed, and it's totally ambidextrous. You can easily actuate it left-handed as well. Excellent, excellent knife. You can get this one 59 bucks. I think that's a steal of a deal. They're out of stock right now, but they will be back in stock before Christmas, so on 11/28. Number 2, we have the C&B Knives Predator. Another one that I just reviewed. I think I reviewed pretty much every one of these, maybe one or so I didn't. But this would make an excellent, excellent work knife. 51 bucks. D2 steel that's ground nice and thin. Holds a good edge. Love, love that blade shape. Comfortable contoured micarta scales, comfortable grip, deep carry pocket clip with a bar style lock, very, very smooth action, riding on bearings. If you want to see more, definitely just check out my review on this one. Number 3, we have the Kuvinas Momentum. You can get this one in D2, which that's what this one is, for 40 bucks. And you can also get it in an AUS 10 for 70 bucks. Both of them are excellent. The D2 holds a pretty good edge. The AUS 10 holds an even better edge and is stainless. So it just depends on how much you want to spend. Very, very smooth action on these. They're front flippers as well as thumb deployers. Easy, snappy action. Comfortable G10 scales. Deep carry pocket clip that is tip up left or right handed carry. Good access to the lock bar. Excellent, excellent knife right here. The Kubi Momentum. Number 4, we have the Kuvinas. I didn't expect to like this one when I first bought it, but it grew on me. It's just an excellent detailed knife, doing utility style cutting. D2 blade steel, get that leaf-shaped blade. That's excellent for pretty much anything you're doing because you have just a gradual amount of belly. It's a more medium to smaller knife. Super comfortable in hand. Yeah, awesome little knife for 40 bucks. It's hard to beat. These next 3, I think, are the best bang for your buck. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Excellent knives. So number 5, we have the Sendcut Sashi. This is a button lock, 9CR18 MOV stainless steel. Beautiful drop point blade. You can get it in micarta like this, a G10, which I have one of those as well. And you have tip up left or right handed carry. Excellent, excellent action. Flipper deployment, thumb deployment, button deployment. Super comfortable, super slicey. This is an outstanding, outstanding knife. You can get this for 47 bucks for a button lock. That's a very, very good cutter, and it holds a nice edge. Awesome knife. And of course, I couldn't leave this one out, the Sincut Watuga. Finally, they're in stock. I bought this one at Blade Show this year. And yeah, I love it. Excellent warranty. You can choke up on it. This one is in D2 steel. Super slicey. Nice aggressive point there. This is also another button lock. And you can get these for $47 in the micarta. I'm not sure how much the G10 ones are. Tip up left or right handed carry. You can use the flipper tab that comes rocketing out, or there's a fuller right there that you can also use. You can use it left-handed very easily as well. Excellent, excellent knife. If y'all could, in the comments below, pick your favorite 3 out of my list. I would really, really appreciate it. So number 7, we had the last Sendcut on the list, and this is the Sincut Honduras. This one's the first one that came out of those 3 I just showed y'all. This is an amazing knife as well. 9CR18 MOV. This one's a liner lock, not a button lock like the other 2. But you can get this one for $43. And it's super comfortable. Very, very fidgety. You have that long blade hole right there. So it doesn't matter if it's got a strong D10 or not. All you do is put your finger lower. But D10 is perfectly dialed in for the flipper and the thumb hole. I can thumb flick it. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. Spotty drop it. Excellent, excellent drop point. Nice pokey tip there. Deep carry. That's left or right-handed carry. Excellent, excellent knife right here. Number 8, we have the Petrified Fish Beluga and Mini Beluga. I reviewed this one on the channel, and it did outstanding. Very comfortable in hand. Beautiful blade shape, front flipper. Then they came out with this one this year. This one's in D2 or K110, one of those two. Slicey blade, deep carry pocket clip, left or right handed carry. You can open it with the fuller or the flipper tab. This one is in 14C 28N steel. I love the 14C 28N steel. I can get such a sharp edge on the 14C. Beautiful, beautiful knife here. I tend to carry the mini more, just one because this one's just a big knife. I mean, you can look at the difference in size. They're both excellent slicers. The 14C is going to hold a little bit better edge. In my no, they're about what and what, but this one is this one will hold that fine edge a little bit longer than the D2 one will. But you can get this one with the G Mascus G10, which looks pretty wicked, for 54 bucks, or you can get it in plain black G10 for $49. I think this one's about the same in that general vicinity. These next four, I go back and forth on which one I like more, but number 9, we had the Savivi knives, Altus, another button lock, beautiful blade shape once again, nice and slicey, G10 scales, very, very smooth action, very fidgety, very snappy action on mine, comfortable, especially for people with medium to large size hands. This one should fit you good. Nitro V steel. Now, with the Nitro V, they're going to run you a little bit more. And this one you can get for $64. Didn't come with this mill titanium pocket clip. I got that aftermarket. It comes with just a regular bent deep carry pocket clip like this one. But excellent, excellent knife here. Number 10, we have the Savivi Chevalier. This is an amazing knife as well because it's in 14C 28N steel. I personally like 14C better than Nitro V. I just can get it sharper and it just holds a better edge for me. You know, it might be my sharpening, but this is a nice full-size knife. Should fit your large, extra large hands just fine. Love that sheep's foot blade. Beautiful stone wash. They didn't do the blasted finish. I love that. Button lock. You can use that fuller to deploy it. It's not the easiest because the fuller's kind of small, but you just got to bury your finger in there. But it does have a comfortable flipper tab with jimping right there. Very snappy action. Deep carry pocket clip. And I also added this titanium clip. It comes with the same deep carry clip like this one. The Savivi Chevalier is going to run you $61. Number 11, we have the Savivi knives Cogent. The Cogent is going to run you $64, and you get a super slicey 14C 28N blade here, clip point. You can get it in many different variations. I just have the murdered out version. Beautiful G10 scales with some milling work in there. Very nice. This one is very comfortable. Good jimping if you like that. Very smooth. Very, very snappy. And I first saw this minimal flipper tab. I was like, ugh. I hate minimal flipper tabs, but this one just works. The D10 isn't super strong, and it just rockets out. Deep carry pocket clip all the way to the back. That's tip up left or right handed carry. The Cogent is a really popular one for Savivi this year. Excellent knife. Number 12, we have the Savivi Conspirator. I go back and forth with the Conspirator and the Altus. Just depends on the day. This one's a bigger knife than the Altus, if you want to see size reference. And it's a more expensive knife. This one's going to run you $71, and this one's going to run you $64. They both have Nitro V steel. This one has a wider blade, comes down a little bit thinner, so it's a little bit better slicer. It's got that blasted finish that I hate. Nitro V steel, very comfortable micarta scales. You can see how they soften the sides right here, and they're nice and thick. Not thick, but fill out the hand nicely. These are going to fit your large, extra large hands nicely. Really good jimping there. Very smooth action. Mine has no button stick. I don't think any of the ones I've shown y'all so far have had button stick. Very, very snappy action on this one. Yeah, definitely a very cool knife. Number 13, we have the Kaiser Dome. You can get it in this black micarta or green micarta. This is probably the best value that Kaiser offers right now. You get a nice 154 cm blade with a nice deep hollow grind. This thing slices outstanding. Riding on bearings, very smooth. Comfortable in hand, thumb stud deployer. Deep carry pocket clip that is tip up left or right handed carry. Love, love the Domen. You can get this one right here for $59. Excellent, excellent value. Also, in all the Kaisers, you can use my discount code Knife Therapy, and get 10% off at Mojave Outdoors. I have that. I'll try to have that in the description, plus links to all these knives if I can fit it. Next up, number 14, we have the Kaiser Towser K. Love the Towser K. I have the blue one as well, but it was with a friend. And I also have the mini Towser K, which I am really loving, but that one's out of stock. And I'm trying to make sure that all the knives are in stock. That's on this list whenever I shot it. You can get this knife for 69 bucks, and you have a beautiful cleaver style 154 cm blade that is nice and slicey. Great jimping up here if you like that. Stupid smooth. These are on multi-row bearings. I mean, every one that I own, all 4 of them, are ridiculously smooth. The minis, a button lock. Hopefully they come out with those regular production here soon. I'm pretty sure they are. I love the mini just because it just carries a little bit nicer for me because this is a bigger knife. This is a nice full-size knife. The red micarta, linen micarta scales are actually contoured. The rest of them are just flat scaled, like this black one right here. This one is flat. This one is contoured. Both of them same price. I love them all. Beautiful, beautiful knife. Number 15, we have the Kaiser Mini Roach. This is a Matt Degnan design, and they got a lot of cool stuff going on here. You got a 154 cm blade with another deep hollow grind. This thing slices, woo, so well. Very, very nice. This handle shape just fits perfect in my medium-sized hands. Yumminess. It is a flipper, but the flipper tab is removable, as you can see there, and I've removed mine because I enjoy the thumb deployment. Mine's nice and smooth. It had a pretty strong detent when I first got it, but it smoothed out pretty quickly. Deep carry pocket clip. There's tip up right hand carry only. You got this nice honeycomb G10 pattern on here. Very, very nice knife. These are going to run you 75 bucks. I think the extra price is because of their collaboration design, and they're paying the designer as well. And also because of that removable flipper tab. Number 16, we have the Kaiser Hiccup. Comes in 2 different variations. This one's a front flipper design button lock, as you can see, and it also has a flipper. My flipper one, I couldn't find it at the moment, but this is my favorite one with the linen micarta scales. Very fidgety knife. You can reverse flick it. You can thumb flick it, button, open and close it. You can front flip it, you know, all the fun stuff. And it's got a beautiful, beautiful, you know, spear point or drop point blade, whatever you want to call it. 154 cm, deep carry pocket clip, does tip up, left or right handed carry. Excellent, excellent size. This is probably my favorite size range right here. I get a nice 4-finger grip. Now, the only thing I don't like about this knife is the price tag. I don't really get it. They're charging $82 for this one. In my opinion, I think, you know, that's pretty steep. I would go with one of the other 3 that I said before if you're looking for a good Kaiser. But if you already have those other 3, this one sure is good, but I just think it's kind of pricey for what you're getting. Number 16, we have the Besttech Dundee. This is the budget version, line for Besttech knives. And I was quite surprised. The action on this thing is outstanding. Very, very snappy detent. D2 steel, 45 bucks here. Inset stainless steel liners. Deep carry pocket clip, tip up left or right handed carry. Good access to that lock bar. And this clip point blade performed really, really well. If you want to see, go check out my review if you hadn't already. Got a 2-tone blade. I think it's a very attractive knife, very lightweight. Yeah, I think this is a great, you know, office carry knife or light duty task, or if you got to cut up a lot of boxes or something like that. Excellent little knife. Number 17, we have the Nas Lander. The Nas Lander. Mr. Ben Peterson of Knives. This is his, 3rd or 4th design. The Banter, Baby Banter. He's got the large Banter coming out. I just picked up one of those. We got the Lander here. Just reviewed this one as well. And it's a cool little knife. You know, it's a small batch knife, so of course it could be a little bit more than, you know, most knives in this size range. It's going to run you 50 bucks, but it does have a cool feature on it. You got D2 steel with a nice stonewash finish and easy swap scales. You don't have to mess with the action. All you do is take that screw, and these two off, and you can pop the scale off without messing with the pivot or the actual frame itself. So that's super cool. Deep carry pocket clip that goes past the scales. Left or right hand carry. Easy access set lock bar. Super smooth action riding on bearings. And the D2 held up fairly well. Number 18, we have the OffGrid Knives Cleaver V2. Now, this is another one that just totally shocked me. I like the look of the knife. I'm not a huge cleaver fan, but I like this one, and I like OffGrid knives. They make excellent knives. I think the OEM for this knife is Besttech, so I knew it was going to be a high-quality made knife. And the design, this choke up position is so comfortable for me. Choke back is very comfortable. You have peel ply G10 scales, very, very snappy action. This thing rockets out. And let's see, I think you can, yeah, if you want, you can kind of grab that with the tip of your finger to reverse flick it. The thing is nice and slicey. And this is D2 steel. It held up better than any other overseas produced D2 I've ever tested. It did outstanding. I think they rock well it. They say to 60 HRC, and that would explain a lot. It did really, really well. Now, because of the, higher quality tolerances and the small batch company, these are going to be a little bit more pricey at 79 bucks. I know most people, don't want a D2 knife for that kind, but I'll have to admit this one holds up just as good as, the Nitro V and stuff like that Savivi is putting out. Number 19, we have a funny looking one. This is the Artisan Cutlery Ahab. When I first saw this, I was like, what in the world is that? But, different is good sometimes. You may not like the design. That's okay. We don't have to like the same thing. But I'm glad I gave this one a shot because I ended up loving it. It's in their proprietary AR RPM 9 steel. Comes in at 69 bucks. Super slicey because you have this full flat ground blade that comes down to a decently thin edge right there. You have nice, smooth, contoured G10 scales with inset stainless steel liners in there. Very lightweight, milled titanium pocket clip. Nice and comfortable, nice and snappy. Love this knife. Now, one thing I will tell you to be careful with, if you put it into a pouch or in your pocket, be careful with these studs. I have this this is waved out of my pocket a couple of times from catching the corner of my my pants and coming out, and in a pouch as well. So just be mindful of that. Number 20, we have the O-Knife Beagle. This is Olight's knife brand that they came out with recently. Whenever I saw this design, I thought it looked really sweet. You have a nice harpoon here. Very nice green canvas micarta scales that are nice and thick. Fills out the hand nicely. Good jimping. Very smooth action. I love my thumb stud deployers, and this one comes out nice and hard. Good grind on here, 154 cm. Deep carry pocket clip. Liner lock on bearings. Tip up left or right handed carry. Now this one's a little bit more pricey as well at 80 bucks, but if you wait, closer to Black Friday or maybe even now on their site, they always have sales, and I'm sure you can get it for a good bit cheaper than that as well. So there you go. That is my top 20, or not top 20, my 20 add to the Christmas list knives. If you have any that came out this year that you would highly recommend, definitely leave it down in the comments. Maybe it can help somebody find a knife that they're looking for. Now, these are all under $100. Maybe I'll do a small one for some, premium knives. I'm not sure. It just depends on if that's something y'all want to see. And if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask me down below. Also, like I said, if you don't mind, please, please, please tell me what are your top 3 out of this list I just now showed. I couldn't fit them all on the screen, so we'll leave it right there. All right, guys and girls, I hope everybody's having an absolute amazing day. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.